Hi everyone, today's headlines. 3 Nagaland citizens stranded in Ukraine awaiting evacuation. Nagaland blamed game on 16-point agreement. Shillong Accord should end, says WCNNPG. Nagaland reports 3 new COVID-19 cases and 1 death. Indian student killed in shelling in Kharkiv, Ukraine. Over next 3 days, 26 flights to bring back Indian citizens from Ukraine. News in details. 3 Nagaland citizens stranded in Ukraine awaiting evacuation. 3 students from Nagaland are stranded in war-torn country, according to an update from Nagaland Home Department on Tuesday. Home Commissioner Abhijit Sinha informed the news agency that families and relatives of 3 students who are stranded in war-hit Ukraine have reached out to the state helpline numbers, specifically activated for the stranded citizens from the state. The embassy and the Ministry of External Affairs are in touch with all of them and they are waiting for further instruction from the embassy to evaluate it, he informed. One is already in Poland, another in Moldova, while the other is still in Ukraine but far from the war zone, he added. Nagaland blame game on 16-point agreement. Shillong Accord should end, says WCNNPG. The Working Committee Naga National Political Groups on Tuesday said that the blame game on the 16-point agreement of 1960 and the Shillong Accord of 1975 should end and Nagas want to know the real architect. The WCNNPG claims in a press release that Relangnan Ali's Major Bob Cutting, who became Nagaland Chief Secretary in 1967 after serving in various capacities including Mogochung DC, Indian Frontier Administrative Service and Assistant Commandant in the Assam Rifle, among others, was the real architect of the 16-point agreement. It said Cutting exhibited a very strong anti-Naga nationalist stance as a bureaucrat and thousands of lives were lost in the military operation from 1951 till Nagaland attained statehood. For the act of brutally suppressing the Naga political movement, the Indian government awarded him Padma Shri in 1957, it said. Nagaland reports 3 new COVID-19 cases and 1 death. Nagaland recorded 3 fresh COVID-19 positive cases on Tuesday, taking the tally to 35,410 and active caseload to 93. The state cumulative recoveries also increased to 33,082 with the recovery of 17 more patients in the last 24 hours. The death toll increased to 752 with 1 fresh death reported on Tuesday. Indian student killed in shelling in Kharkiv, Ukraine. An Indian student was killed in Ukraine, Kharkiv on Tuesday morning in a shelling as the war between Russia and Ukraine reached big city streets. India's Ministry of External Affairs spokesperson Arindam Bagchi said, "With profound sorrow, we confirmed that an Indian student lost his life in shelling in Kharkiv this morning. The ministry is in touch with his family." He also said, "We convey our deepest condolence to the family." The student was a native of Chalagiri in Karnataka Haveri district, a state government official said. A native of Chalagiri in Haveri district died in the shelling, the Karnataka State Disaster Management Authority Commissioner Dr. Manoj Ranjan told the PTI. Over next 3 days, 26 flights to bring back Indian citizens from Ukraine. As Russian troops advance deeper into Ukraine, the situation in the war-hit country worsened on Tuesday, with 1 Indian student also losing his life in shelling in Kharkiv. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Narendra Modi chaired a high-level meeting this evening on the Ukraine crisis. His 4th since Sunday, the Prime Minister has asserted that his government's top priority is to ensure safety and evacuation of Indian students. Russian forces have increased the use of artillery north of Kyiv and in vicinities of Kharkiv and Chernihiv, Ukraine said on Tuesday. The use of heavy artillery in densely populated urban areas greatly increases the risk of civilian casualties, Kyiv stressed. That's all for now. To get this latest news, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Thank you.